Well, how I got here is it's a long story, but it's emotion. I mean, I was out there in my addiction. I was hopeless, lost, didn't know what to expect out of life, didn't want to live, but I know God had a purpose, and I didn't know what the purpose was. And I can remember when I had worked this job, and the supervisor told me, she said, if you ever got your life together, you would make somebody a good employee. And so when I got sick and tired of being sick and tired out there using and drinking and destroying other people's life, I decided that I want to do something different. So what I had to do was surrender. And so I went into treatment. When I came out, I had to make a choice which way I wanted to go, and I wanted to live. So I got involved. I started working at the healing place. That's where I had started from, the healing place. And then I had came up to Wayside and helped start the women's recovery program. I stayed up here around about a year, and I went back to the healing place. And I kind of got burnt out. And I was working for St. Pat, and Wayside came calling. And so I came, and that was the best thing in life. I knew then what God's plan was. It was for me to be here. And so I came up here, and I love what I do. I love working with other people. And so most likely, I thank God for Wayside, because Tim them had so much trust in me to know that I could be a leader. So I started taking on responsibility, roles and stuff. And it was, I tell you, it wasn't easy, because there was a lot of fear that I didn't know if I was going to be successful. And Tim pushed me. He really did. And I need to let you know, when I first came here, I didn't even have a high school diploma. And Tim kept saying, you need to go get your GED. And I used to say, yes, boss, I'm going to do it. And I tried for 2 years. I really wasn't doing it. And so one day he told me, he said, are you still working on your GED? I said, yes, boss. He said, well, guess what? I got some news for you. He said, we're going to have it here. I said, well, I think that is great, because some of our clients need it. And he looked at me. He said, don't worry about it. Because he said, you're going to be in there. And it was just like this. Oh, my God. He would not do me that away. And so those 2 weeks, I knew it was going to start. It was devastating. It was just like I had a whole lot of pressure on me, because I said, how am I sit up in class with my clients? But let me share something. They thought I was sitting in there babysitting. And when I said, no, I'm in here to get it myself. And you know what they told me? Wow, you are an inspiration. That makes us want to get it. But what I did, I went on, I went back to school. And I graduated. I got my, not GED, but I got my high school diploma. Then I went over to JCC for a while. And so that's encouraged me. If I can be able to encourage other people, then I need to walk in that shoe too. And so, like I said, I accomplished a whole lot of things in life with God's help and with people around me. But what I had learned here at Wayside, I got every kind of opportunity as being a leader. And this place helped change my life, because the most important people here is the clients that come through here. You know, they keep me in check. You know, and I wouldn't give this up for nothing. I mean, nothing. Right, and I didn't find me until I stopped drinking and drugging. And I didn't find me until I started believing in me. I mean, ever since I could remember, I love music. I used to DJ. I mean, you know, I love to DJ. But since I've been at Wayside, then that's when everything really started coming out. I took over the choir, and that was a challenge. But something happened, because when I took the choir over, Wayside had a choir before, but the choir never did grow the way that it grew. And we just started just growing. I feel my music. Music makes me happy. I mean, it does something. It brings the best out of me. You know what I listen to? I listen to the words, and it mellows me out. I mean, I don't know. I've just always had love music.
Talent from God.
Yeah, and I really, first of all, I just want to thank God for life today, because see, I should have been dead. I should have been dead, but it was His grace and His mercy, and I know today that I'm blessed. That's why I take my sobriety. I take it serious. You know, God has gave me a beautiful life. I got a beautiful husband. I got my kids. They love me today for who I am. I got 26 grandkids, and neither one of them have seen me strung out on drugs. I got 3 great grandkids, and so I'm truly blessed. I mean, I'm just a person just is happy today. I value life today, and I thank God for placing me here at Wayside. I really do. Because I know He had a purpose for me, and I know what my purpose is today.
You have to 100% admit that you are powerless over alcohol and drugs. You just have to. Then everything else, all you got to do is just work them and keep working them and keep applying them and keep working them. That's what you got to do. But a lot of y'all, listen, out of every class, and when I say class, everybody comes, like, for that week, you have a group that came the same week. And you'll know that y'all just came the same week. And out of every group that comes, 85% is going to be assured that they going to do it 100%. And the other 15 is going to think that they can go out there and successfully use. All you got to do is ask somebody. I mean, it's a couple of them in here that thought that. And by the grace of God, they made it back. By the grace of God. So we shouldn't have been talking about the grace of God. Now, one, we're going to admit that we powerless. We got a problem. And then when we get into the insanity part and want to believe, and a lot of people ain't got, but by the grace of God, that's why you're here. But you want to. And when I say we, because see, I was the same way. So when I got to step 2 and had to believe in a power greater than myself, I didn't want to be God because I was mad with Him. But I want to look at what God didn't do. I didn't want to look at what He did do. Because it sure wasn't me. It wasn't me that did it. It was God. Matter of fact, when I made the decision to come in here, it was God. Because you left it up to my insane. I ain't going to say what I won't say on camera. But if you had left it up to me, I would have never stepped in the door. And if you think about it, with y'all, but we get in here and we want to say that we don't believe in no God. That our higher power ain't God. Well, let me tell you something. The girlfriend didn't work. The mama didn't work. The boss didn't work. The kids didn't work. All them people you made your higher power. But look where you at. So you know what they told me? Let me try God. Because everybody that I seen, everybody that could speak to me, it didn't work. No human power. So, Khalid, if you don't stand now, you just don't work that hard. So, if an alcoholic really wants to stop drinking for good and all, he must fully concede to his innermost self that he has a hopeless condition of the mind, body, and the spirit. This is the first step in recovery. This is the first step in recovery, and the doctor's opinion gives us the knowledge necessary to. Let me tell y'all something. Now, do you know, for real, Dr. Silkworth, somebody sent me a picture of Dr. Silkworth, I've never seen it. But you know Dr. Silkworth is a man that I don't know, and for real, he my best friend, because I did not have a clue what was wrong with me. I ain't have a clue why I stole. I ain't have a clue why I beat my mama out of her money. I ain't have a clue why I did none of that. I ain't have a clue why I took your social security number and made some checks. I know nothing else, you better know doctor's opinion, because I'm telling you, this man is powerful. And we never met him. And he tell you why we put one in us and all bets is off. So when I heard the airline people say you can buy drinks, and for a second, mind you now, for a second, because if I mentally obsessed over it, I would have took one. For a quick second I thought about it, and then the other second I said, oh no. Because what the doctor told me is, if I put one in me, all bets is off. Y'all wouldn't have seen me. I wouldn't have answered no phone. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I would have made it to Richmond. Or whether or not, where the plane stopped at, I would have got on and ended up in some bar. Because what? The doctor tells me that I kick off that allergy when I put one in me. All bets is, I mean, it's just like if I go put on some latex gloves. Now, the ones that's been here, what I tell y'all? If you have on latex gloves, don't touch my door. Don't come sign for your money, because what? I'm allergic to it. If I touch latex, all bets is off. So if I know I got an allergic reaction to latex, and I won't touch latex, and I know I got allergic reaction to anything that makes me feel good, then why I'm going to touch it? And mind you, I say anything. Because hell, I got an allergic reaction to shopping. If I let it get unmanageable, what I mean is anything that makes me feel good. Shopping makes me feel good. I'm depressed and it makes me feel good. And if I don't watch it, I'm sitting up there shopping looking real good with no place to live because I ain't paid my rent.
First of all, good morning, I'm alcoholic. My name is Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Man, can we start this off with surrender prayer so I can get outside myself, please? Prayer.
God, grant me serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference just for today.
Thank you. Again, I'm alcoholic. My name is Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Man, what an honor, man. It really is, man. I ain't see this coming. What I do want to tell y'all guys, man, I'm real grateful today, man. I'm grateful for my life. I'm also grateful for Alcoholics Anonymous for showing me and teaching me how to live a new way of life. And my sobriety date is January the 10th of 2011. And today I do celebrate 8 years of continuous sobriety, man. So I was asked to speak on the doctor's opinion. And what I do know is step one. I had to admit that I was powerless over alcohol in my life. It became unmanaged. And I'm going to tell you in a general way how my life became unmanaged. See, I was selfish, I was self-centered, and I was always thinking about Marty. I had no consideration for nobody else. That's how my life became unmanaged. I was just selfish, man. And what they taught me in Alcoholics Anonymous, you understand, is that I had to help somebody else. See, along the way, I had to help others. I have to always stay outside of me. That's me not thinking about me and think about others. And they told me if I help others, my higher power, who I chose to call God, will continue to help me. That's why I always stay so grateful, man. And I know, admitting that I was powerless, wow, they caught me off guard. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Rain Bonds, man. I mean, Ms. Bond has really been a real inspiring, pleasant. She got her ways, you know what I mean? But she really loved people, man. You know, and for a long time, man, I didn't know that it was that kind of love that can be offered to other people. I didn't know. You know, I had my mother and my father, and they raised me up, and they taught me these morals and respect for others. But what I didn't know, how deep love can be for other people. I don't want to get off the subject, but I'm just so overwhelmed right now, just as to where as if that what Alcoholics Anonymous have taught me over these 8 years, man, and being powerless, man. You know, I couldn't even make a right decision. You know, my thoughts and my actions always was about what I can do for me. I'm talking about me. All I thought about is what I could do for me. I was inconsiderate for my children, them parents that raised me, you know, and it's like, for what God has given me today, because I truly believe that I believe in a power that's greater than me, that I chose to call my God. See, he's mine. And what I do know, as long as you stay, you will develop a God of your own. See, what I do know for me today, that what God got for you is for you, and what he got for me is for me, and you can't have what he got for me. He told me, get your own God. Get a relationship with your own God. You understand? So that's why, for me having a relationship with mine, this is what he got me today. So now, today, I have choices. See, I have developed to where I can have some sound mind choices. And that's the only power that I got today, a power of choice. That's me making my own decisions. That's me doing the right thing at the right time. In Alcoholics Anonymous, it says you have to stay on your side of the street. They told me don't cross over into nobody else's. You understand? They told me, you understand, to run into my other side of the street, you might run into a Mack truck. See, because that's the power that my God has given me, that's given me. You know, I'm kind of nervous, you understand? They told me being nervous sometimes is a good thing. So yeah, I'm real nervous right now. But it don't stop me from being grateful to my God. When I finish, I'm finished. So, with that said, man, listen. God gave us one day at a time. And this is how they broke it down to me. God made Monday, he made Tuesday, he made Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that's one day at a time. And all of us are on the same page. They told me all the teeth in the comb are even. So all of us are even. I don't care how much clean time I got. We only got one day. That's why I stay grateful for this day. Thank you for letting me share. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce a gentleman named Aaron, which I'm watching this process. He's standing on his sobriety. And standing on sobriety is something that you have for you. That's why I continue to stand on mine. And without further ado, I give y'all Aaron.
My name is Aaron, I'm alcoholic. First of all, I want to thank everybody for this opportunity to share some experience that I went through. Like our director said, one thing that was amazing to me was this blue book right here that I picked up plenty of times before, but really didn't read it. You know, like what she was talking about, thank God for Dr. Shipworth, man. When I read about the doctor's opinion and identified what was going on with me, man, then I was well on my way, because I had no idea what was happening. You know, I thought that the only thing I could do is just stop a few days drinking and I'd be okay. I thought that if I put myself away for a couple of days, I'd be okay. But when I came here, I realized that I have a twofold disease, man. Once it starts in the mind, and once that mental obsession starts, I put something in me, I couldn't understand why I kept on doing the same things over and over again. You know, and now I'm much better today. You know, coming here at the Wayside, you know, kind of like changed my life around. You know, I am enthused of helping other people out, because it tells us the only way we get to keep it is by giving it away. You know, I want to read something to y'all that's very important for all of us. And this is actually how it works. And it says, rarely have I seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to this simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. They are such unfortunate. They're not to their fault. They seem to have been born this way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a method of living which demands rigorous honesty. their chances are less than average. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional mental disorder, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. And I wanted to stop right there because one thing about the first step is being honest about ourselves. Whatever's going on with us, we need to be honest with ourselves so we can share it with somebody else so they can give us the help. You know, how recovery works is people. You know what I'm saying? We recover through people by them sharing their experiences and hope with us, and then in turn we share our experience and hope with somebody else that's come through the door that we can identify. You know, hey, I understand how you feel because I came through the doors the same way. I remember when I got dropped off at the doorstep and I felt all alone by myself. But the only thing I wanted to do was recover. I wanted to learn how to live without taking a drink. You know, I just didn't understand that. But today I'm much better. You know, thank God that we have people that actually care about one another in Alcoholics Anonymous. So whatever you're going through, the only thing you need to do is put your pride aside and say, I need some help in this. You know, as far as myself, on a daily basis, I try to keep balanced out. The first thing that I do in the morning time is pray and say, God, help me make it through the day. The one thing that I did develop is I found the God of my own understanding. See, I relied on my mother and God for a long time. It kept me drunk. You know, I just need to develop something on my own. You know, if that third step said, you know, made you sin to our our lives and crept out and understood him. At first, I didn't understand it. I thought I had to have a God, that Bible God, that my family raised me up on. But it's actually not. I just made a decision to do something different. The only thing in my mind, I just made a decision. That's it. And once I made a decision, then later on, I started to develop my own understanding, my own concept, my own God. That the God that I developed is a loving, caring God that watches me every day. He's always been there. You know, when I ask my God for help, this is the help what I'm getting right now. You know, nothing helps in my God world by mistake, and I understand that today. Even all the situations I go through, I learn from the situations, you know, and then I try to intuit if I go through that situation again, I try not to make the same decisions I made before, so that my decision may become much better. The longer that we stay put, the better we get. And every day is not sunshine. You know, every day is just not sunshine. Sometimes it's just a day. You know, we do this recovery one day at a time. You know, and some days I get very shaky like that. You know, but I'm okay because there's a lot of people that I have in my recovery circle that helps me on a daily basis. You know, a lot of guys, you know, talk to me about sponsorship, and I tell them the number one thing is sponsorship. You need to get you a sponsor, someone that takes you through the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. The 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous is a guideline to life, man. It'll teach you how to live on a daily basis. You know, a sponsor is someone that went through the 12 steps before, and he's going to take you through the 12 steps. So when you in turn start helping someone else, you're ready to take them to the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. Can I stop now?
We're going to get ready to close. Thank you, Ern. We get ready to close, but before we close, I'm going to read something. Because we always you wonder why you don't get it when you go halfway. And it's funny how these steps work in order. Because, you know, I always say, when y'all get to Action 1, welcome to the boys from the men. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, when y'all come in here, I be saying, what you want, boy? And you say, I ain't no boy. Listen, it's just a phase. What I'm saying is, you're a boy in recovery right now. Because what separates the boys from the men is step 6. So you can do half of it if you want to. And you're going to keep getting what you get. Because see, what it says is, this is the step that separates the men from the boys. The women from the girls. Same thing. So, declares a well-loved clergyman who happens to be one of AA's greatest friends. He goes on to explain that any person capable of enough willingness and honesty to repeatedly try step 6 on all his faults without any reservation whatsoever has indeed come a long way spiritually, and is therefore entitled to be called a man who is sincerely trying to grow in the image and likeness of his own creator. All I got to say is, guys, don't stop before the miracle happens. You know what I mean? I mean, don't go nowhere. If you came here to truly recover, and listen to me, let me tell you something. If y'all notice anything about me, anytime I talk about recovery, I get real passionate. So me hollering or being loud, just about me being passionate. I'm passionate about my recovery, and I'm passionate about y'all. I mean, I love y'all, man. And if you talk to the people that's completed this program, they'll tell you, I mean, I love y'all. And I want the best for y'all with nothing in return. And a lot of y'all not used to that. But that's what I want. I want you to enjoy what I got, and that's some freedom. It's some peace and serenity. It don't mean all my days is good days. God knows they're not. But what it means is if I don't put a drink in me, it's going to get better. And with that, we're going to close with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Two right there. Yeah.